Hello, everybody. Good evening. It's Dawn Bourget with Dawn's Creative Chalet, and it feels weird being on at night, you know? It's dark outside. Anyway, I'm glad that you guys are here. As you find me in your feed, go ahead and say hello and let me know where you're viewing from. So the reason why I wanted to do this today yet, but not do it while I was on my live earlier today, is I didn't want it to be like 2 hours plus long. But as a demonstrator, one of the perks that I personally love, along with all the friendships I've made, is I don't do well with FOMO. So with that being said, I like to order my products. I'm glad I'm able to order my products early for a couple of reasons. It gets me familiar with them so I can help you with them when they do arrive and you're able to order them in March. Hey, Kristen, hello. Long time no see. Also, I don't know. I just love getting them and playing around with them. And like I said, getting to know the product more than anything else and create some things. So if I want to offer classes or have some fun displays, things and tips and tricks that I can share and pass on to you, as you're able to get these products. But the other reason why I like to show this stuff in advance and tease you with it, yes, I'll admit it, I'm teasing you with it, is because soon we're going to have a special for joining Stampin' Up. And with that being said, if you like some of the things, I didn't get everything, I was selective, but if you like what I'm showing, you could add this to your starter kit and get it early like we as demonstrators are able to do. The cool thing is if there's some things that wouldn't fit into your starter kit and you have a list of some more items that I'm showing and you'd like to put them into a starter kit, or get them yet and they don't fit in a starter kit, you can take that list and then immediately start shopping with a discount like I receive when I purchase products through Stampin' Up. You automatically get it when you purchase the starter kit. So with that being said, I thought, it'd be a great time to share this. The starter kit promotion that we're going to offer is really good. It starts on February the 3rd and it ends on March the 2nd. So that's just around the corner. But with that being said, along with these items that are in here, let me go ahead and show you the star of the show. We have a brand new tool. Actually, it's a new and improved tool. We used to have one previously called the Stamparatus. If you've been around with Stampin' Up for a little while, you know that we had this great positioner for stamping and then it was like taken off immediately and all that fun stuff. So with that being said, we have this back. The cool thing is if you decide to join the Chalet Stampers and the Stampin' Up family, not only are you going to be able to go ahead and enjoy the discount that we do and be a savvy shopper, but you're going to get this in your starter kit for free. So our starter kit is $99. You'll receive or get to choose $125 of product. And along with free shipping, which is like almost a $13 savings if you're in Michigan anyway. Depends on where you're located, obviously. Hi, Susan. Hello, happy Sunday. So with that being said, if, now I lost my train of thought, you're going to have this automatically put into, whoops, I'm going to take this out for a minute. You'll have this automatically put into your starter kit. And I purchased it and just got it. It was available as of, Tuesday. So I had it expedited and I had to pay $49 for it, but it's free for those who purchase a starter kit. So it's a pretty amazing deal. I'm really happy that we have a stamp positioner back. For those who don't know what this silly looking thing does, it helps with your stamping to get it precise. So let's say you stamp something and the image doesn't come out clean and crisp and perfect. Now you're able to duplicate in the exact same spot where you had just stamped and make sure that it is perfect. It's pretty cool. There's some tips and tricks on it, but I'm not going to really get into that tonight. We'll do that for another live. But I just wanted to share with you that we either have a full plate, and this one also comes with it as well. There's springy little feet on it. So when you push down to do your stamping, you don't have to sit there and really like give it CPR. It's a very light touch. It's a lot easier to use than our last one was. And the other thing that I think is kind of cool are these magnets. They can, as we call them, kiss each other, and they're not going to break. And they also have these cool little tabs that the magnets are in. So this is a magnet in here. So when you position your paper onto the positioner, it will keep your paper in place and not move. This is really important when you want to go ahead, remove the tray to ink your stamp, put it down to stamp. And then that way, if you need to re-ink it, it stays in place. But I think that this was a really clever idea with these because our other magnets were so strong that if they did kiss each other, they would break. And I actually pinched my finger with one. It was pretty insane. I'm like, this is nuts. Like, I'm glad we have strong magnets, but holy moly. But anyway, so this is free in the starter kits, again, starting February 3rd through March the 2nd, and it's $49, and you get it for free. It's automatically just going to be in your kit. So I thought that was pretty awesome. Now, the one thing that you're going to want to make sure you put into your starter kit, if you choose to join us, you'll need a pack of grid paper. This is not included with it, but like I said, if you're thinking about joining, contact me and I can give you all that information as far as item numbers and things like that, so you can put it into your kit. But you're definitely going to want this. It fits perfectly on the tray so that you don't get it all inky, right? I mean, it's nice to get a little inky, but not on your positioner, because then your projects will get full of ink. So, and actually, I love this size. It looks like it's like about 8.5 by 6, something like that. And I like this size sometimes if I just need a piece of grid paper to do a project that's a little messy for a couple seconds. And if I don't have my larger grid paper handy, this is really nice to have. So, yeah, so tease. But I think it's really cool. It's a great offer that they have going on. The other thing I want to mention, too, about this exclusive offer, demonstrators right now, we have the opportunity to order it until February the 3rd. And if we don't grab it by then, we have to wait. They said it's going to be a while. I kind of have a hunch. I'm not positive. I could be wrong, but it may be in our new annual catalog that comes out in May. So if you're wanting it now, you are a demonstrator, order it now. Or join, you'll get it now. Otherwise, you'll have to wait until they find it the right time to go ahead and put it out there once again for everybody. Okay, are we ready to see some other new products along with this brand new toy? Oh my goodness. So you guys know I get excited about new products. Like, this is what I live for. I live for new products. I just got new products. It's like, I think part of the hobby is the collection of the products, right? The collection, the organization, and then the creating. There's like, it's a 3-part process with this whole paper crafting gig. So the first thing I think I'm going to show you guys, oh my gosh, I thought I grabbed everything here. Let me see. Let me get some stuff out of the way. I thought I had this all organized before I left for dinner. Okay, so the first thing we're going to show you is a suite of product. I'm trying to find the name of it. Brand new stuff. It is called Homemade Sweetness Sweet Collection. So it's a 12 by 12 pack of paper, first of all. And I'm going to bring, let's do this. I didn't put these in order. Well, that's not good, Dawn. Okay. That and that. All right. I'm talking to myself. Don't mind me. Anyway. here is no, that was the add-on, right? Okay. Coming. Got it. Oh my goodness sakes. Anyway. So first of all, let's show you this before we get into all the paper. So it's hard to really sometimes get a feel for things, you know, when you see it online until you see it in person. And I'm really glad I got this one because as I started to really dig into the designer paper, I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be so cute. Everybody's going to want this. Like I could see a lot of different projects with it. So this is the stamp set, first of all. And by the way, this is our new packaging. So if you have not ordered since our new packaging came out in November, it's a little different, but it takes up a lot less space, even though it's taller, but it's very thin, which I love because I can buy more and have it fit on my shelf and I don't have a problem. And then these are the dies. So you have the big jar, which I think is really cool. And then this top piece here, which will look like these little guys. And you have some cute dies for sentiments, the berries, all the fun things. And you know, being here in Michigan, you're going to see in the paper in a minute that there's like lots of berries and yeah, lots of berries because obviously canning, jam, all that stuff. So the fun thing is I believe that some of these dies are going to fit inside the designer series paper. Even look at the honey, isn't it just, it's cute. I have a thing for lemon curd. I know some people think that that sounds really gross. It's actually very good on toast. Sorry, just saying. So this is the designer series paper pack. So I wanted to show you these. Hopefully the lighting, you know, and I didn't even check to make sure that I'm where I need to be. That would be nice. I'm kind of assuming so by the viewership. So yeah. Okay, cool beans. Awesome. I was caught off guard. I was like running in the door once I got home here. All right, so super cute, itty bitty hearts. Isn't that adorable? This could be used right now, right? And then we have these cute little flowers. Bring it up close so you can take a look at it. And then here's the back side of it. So of course it's a 12 by 12 pack of paper. There's two-sided and there's 6 different designs, double-sided. Yeah, there we go. Get it out, Dawn. Oh my goodness, you can tell it's getting late, right? But anyway, I thought I like this one too. It's so cute. And then check this out. Wow, that's pretty awesome. And then the little jars, how adorable are these? I'm going to give you guys another close-up here. I love the colors in this designer series paper. It's very cheerful and bright and very spring, summer-like, which I kind of dig. This is fun because there's another bundle I'm going to show you that also works with this. It's not technically a double suite, but it also works along with all of this theme, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But this reminds me of my childhood in grade school, even into high school, college even. I used college ruled paper, and I actually used a pen, and I took notes. Oh my gosh. Do they even do that anymore? They're probably all on their iPads and laptops now. But anyway, I just think this is so cute. So what I wanted to do is to see here if, for an example, I thought there was some berries. Did I miss them? I hope not. No, I don't think so. Again, talking to myself. Okay, that's really weird. Is it on the back? No. For some reason, I thought, that's my problem, I assumed. But anyway, yeah, that's too big of a berry to fit there. But anywho, I just think that that's really super cute. And I think berry season starts here in June. We have strawberries and blueberries and all those yummy things. Okay, so with that being said, oh, I know why I was thinking that. I'm looking at the other die set. So along with the Designer Series paper, the stamp set, and the dies, we also have this super cute ribbon. This is Misty Moonlight, and check this out. Isn't that adorable? I love it. It is so cute. So it goes along with this. And then we also have, whoops, everything's sticking together. Ladybug Picnic. So check that out. Isn't that cute? And it's got little ladybugs and flowers. I think that's adorable. This, yeah, the other bundle too. This reminds me of like cute, the bug set, Sweet Bugs, that we have in our mini catalog. Here is the embellishment. Check out those cute little berries. Oh my gosh. I can't, but I can. And these are called Strawberries and Dots, appropriately named. How cute is that? So you have all this, but also check this out. So this is made with sweetness. I love it. And look at all the little sentiments you can mix and match. Now, I think that this was actually made for like the scrapbooking because it is larger. Usually with the larger sentiments, they do that for scrapbooking pages because you're working on 12 by 12 on the average anyway. Not everybody, but most. But anyway, with that being said, what I love about it is I don't have to decorate my card as much because it's taking up a lot of real estate on the front of my card. But either way, I think it's totally adorable. And then check out the dies. Oh my goodness. These are so stinking cute. So we have cherries and strawberries, raspberries it looks like, or it could be blackberries. And then we also have, this could be oranges, lemons, limes, peaches as well. I just think it is so cute. And then if you're into recipes or making maybe like a recipe box for somebody, I know this sounds old school, but quite honestly, one of the things that I treasure most are some recipe cards from my grandma and my mom. Their handwriting was on the recipe cards. It's big. Yes, check this out. It's like really big. So this would make, don't laugh at me, but it would make, if you know somebody who's possibly like getting married, one of the things that I received at a bridal shower was my mother-in-law's recipes. And they were written out by my sister-in-law, and she put them in a 3-ring binder. So not quite the same, but kind of cool because it was recipes that we knew, you know, the mister would like. So anyway, with that being said, I think this would be kind of a cool gift for somebody. If you have like family recipes, even if you're copying them, you know, making copies, that type of thing, and then putting them on the cards and decorating them, however you decide to do it. I just think it's really, really cool. And there are 2 different sizes. There's the real big guy, and then there's a smaller one here as well. So yeah, very, very cool. I was like, wow, when I opened it up, I was not expecting the recipe cards themselves to be that big, but what a cool surprise, right? So that is made with sweetness. And then we have filled with sweetness for this bundle here, which I love this jar. Like I could see too, because this is a lot like, if you guys are familiar with the holiday products that we just had, we had a gingerbread man where it's kind of connected. And then there's a cake in the cake day bundle. So you run it through and it will like fold in half. In fact, let me show you that. I don't know why, but I'm a very visual person. So like the cake die will open up. So it's almost like a little book, right? In fact, you could cut out several of these and make a little book. You can make a tiny scrapbook from a birthday party or something like that, for instance, with these. But I'm thinking the same thing here. the whole concept of the jar, decorating it up, and this right here is like a score line. Whoops, sorry. I'm getting right off the page here. This is a scored line, so when you cut it, you can either cut this and have two separate jars or have it connected together, which I think is kind of cool. And again, I mean, this could be, you know, maybe you like to do, a friend of mine does dilly beans, and it's something that's tradition for her and her family. So if you've taken pictures of you and your family doing something traditionally year after year, whether it's like making, I don't know, jams, canning in general, all that fun stuff, and you cut several of these, make a little book out of it with the photos of you guys spending time in the kitchen together, I think that'd be so cool. So my mind is just like spinning with ideas, obviously, with this one, but I honestly am not very good in the kitchen, but something about this set just spoke to me, and I had to have it. I just think it's really, really cute. So between the bundle, the designer series paper, these cute little guys, and this, of course, is just to die for. I absolutely love it. And then we have the Ladybug Picnic embossing folder, which I think is really cute too. Just a lot of neat stuff to play with this whole suite of product. And then just to show you guys, so this is a sticker sheet. You can't just order the sticker sheet itself, but there is one that comes with, and we have a scrapbook kit called Made with Sweetness. So here you go. The whole concept of pictures and all those things, right, that we all have stuck in our phone, and then they never see the light of day. And, you know, that's too bad, because there's a lot of people in your family that are going to want to see all those photos that you've been taking throughout the years. But anyway, I think that this is really cool, as far as if you do like to go picking for berries or whatever the reason, I guess, right? Who cares? But anyway, so this is a scrapbooking workshop kit that is available as well. And it has the designer paper that I was just showing you, but they also include a sticker sheet. So I wanted to order extra stickers. So in order to do that, you have to order an additional pack of paper with the stickers or just the paper itself. You can't just purchase the stickers. I know, crazy. Anyway, so I really thought it might be fun to possibly make some cards with the additional stickers. Like, I love it. It's just fun, and the colors are so cheerful, and especially with how drab our weather has been, you know. Hi, Laura. Happy Sunday evening, crafternoon, evening crafter, whatever. Anyway, so again, I think that this is absolutely adorable, and I can't wait to play. Let me grab out the next grouping of goodies here. So this one is called, whoops, let me see. It is called Delicate Dreams Sweet Collection. And let me make sure I have everything here. So I think I'm missing, oh, there it is, right in front of me, as always. Let's say I'm missing a ribbon. So this collection has a bundle, a pack of designer series paper. It also has a specialty pack of paper. And get this all together here. It also has an embellishment ribbon, and I think I got it all. So I wasn't going to get this, but I kept looking at it, and it just kept speaking to me, of course, right? Doesn't it all? And the more I looked at it, I was like, you know, that is really pretty. The designer paper is really pretty, but I feel like we have so many flowers, so many. And just a second here. I want to make sure I grab the right stuff. I'm talking and I'm not really paying attention. There we go. Anyway, I feel like, oh my gosh, there's so many flowers. Flowers. But I know flowers are huge and people love them. And there's so many different things. You have a lot of options with flowers. There is, other than masculine. But even then, guys like flowers too, right? But anywho, here is the Sweet Collection Again, it's called Delicate Dreams. It has Delicate Whispers as the stamp set. I'm going to give you guys a close-up view of it. I like this right here. It kind of reminds me of beach grass that we have a lot of along the Lake Michigan shoreline here. And I thought this was kind of neat. That's a nice saying. We don't have a lot of get well stuff, so I thought that that was pretty neat. And this is kind of fun here. This one stamp that stamps all of that together. Isn't that cute? So, hey, hello, Patricia Fike. How are you? Happy Sunday crafter evening. And then these are the dies, which at first when I looked at them, I was like, oh, that's a little intimidating. There's a lot of dies there. But there's some fun ones that are just what I call standalone dies within the set. That'll be kind of fun, like this one here and this one here. I see a lot of possibility with, and this one as well. And then we also have the dies, of course, that will cut the images out of the stamp set. And then along with that, we have, well, let's do this. Let's do the papers first. I get ahead of myself. My brain starts working 100 miles a minute, and I'm just like, whoa, stop already. So the designer series paper is called Delicate Dreams. It's obviously 12 by 12 in size, and they're all double-sided. Okay, we ready? This is the wow side. Isn't this pretty? Like, look at that, you guys. That is absolutely gorgeous. So instead of hints of gold foil, this has copper foil in it, which I just think is really cool and very different. It's so pretty. So that's the first, and then here's the second. And here's the back of it. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. I love it. Just that foil, when they put it in the paper, so this is what we call specialty designer series paper pack. So it's a little bit more because of the gold foil in it. But I tell you what, it sure makes a difference, doesn't it? Oh, Kristen wants to know colors. That's a really good idea, especially since I already took it out of the package. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, guys, ready? So the colors in this are Crumb Cake, Gray Granite, Hydrangea Hue. Huh, Hydrangea Hue. Isn't that interesting? Could that be possibly a new in color? Huh, it's like we're playing detective here, aren't we? I did see this earlier, and I wasn't going to say anything, but you know what? Why not? Let's play. There is a reason. So I'm detecting a new in color called Hydrangea Hue. So what do we imagine that to look like? You guys go ahead and type it in. Describe what you think Hydrangea Hue would look like as we look through the paper and see if we're correct. Also, Mossy Meadow, Secret Sea, and Bronze. So let's thumb through the rest of the paper and see if we can detect Hydrangea Hue. In fact, let me see here. Well, let's see. Okay. That could be, right? Because it didn't say balmy blue. That almost looks like balmy blue-ish. Periwinkle. Perfect. That's perfect, Kristen. Yes. Look at that. That's one of our new in colors, I betcha. A bluish purple. You're on it, Patricia. You are on it. This is really pretty. Oh, I like that a lot. That's cool. And then ready? Bam! Check that out. Oh my goodness. So pretty. I hope you guys can see that. I hope that the light, even though it's dark outside, is doing it justice. Oh my goodness. It is gorgeous. And I keep saying, oh, we don't need any more flowers, but oh my goodness, this is pretty. Isn't this neat? I really like that. You know, I'm starting to try to stamp more on my designer series paper. And when they have muted patterns like this, Oh yeah, perfect, right? Perfect. And I don't think that we've had any designer series paper that has had gray granite in it that I can recall offhand. Oh, look at that. That is stunning. Oh, it's so yummy. Oh gosh. And the smell of new paper is the best. Have you guys ever smelled your pack of designer paper? Seriously, you should. Okay, I know, I'm a little weird. It's okay. Isn't that gorgeous? There's that hydrangea hue again. Mm-hmm. That is beautiful. I love it. Okay, so there's also a specialty pack of paper that goes along with it, which is called Delicate Designs. It's 12 by 12. There are 3 different designs and 2 of each. They are only one-sided. So let's go ahead and take a look at these. Again, it's copper. Very pretty. And then we have this pattern here. Isn't it neat? Yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. And then here is the third pattern. Like I said, there are 3 different patterns and 2 of each in this pack. All copper and white. All right, along with the beautiful paper, we'll bring it back and kind of tuck it underneath to give you guys a little bit more of a visual here. And the bundle, the special paper. And then we have the specialty designer series paper. Then we also have these, which are called natural matte dots that go beautifully with it. Isn't that gorgeous? And then we can't forget about the gray granite ribbon. It's very soft and flexible, and I think this will be easy to make bows with. However, it has a little bit, I don't want to say a lot of bulk, but I think that if you do tie a bow on your cards with this, you're going to have to pay extra postage. But look at it. It's so worth it. It's so pretty. That's how I justify it. I don't know. Anyway, I love it. I think it's gorgeous. I'm so happy I talked myself into purchasing this. Good job, Dawn. You did good. Anyway, so yeah, very happy. All right, let's get this out of the way. Move that there. There's just a couple more things that I did grab. However, I did place another order today. I know, I'm naughty. So there is, in case anybody is really into sports, and specifically soccer, there's a whole suite collection. I know, right? Of course I did. This is the way it goes. It's bad. It's so bad. Oh, goodness. But it's so much fun. But there's a collection of product that's, I forgot the name of it, but it's all about soccer. A wonderful match suite collection. So if you're into especially soccer, there's a whole suite of product for you guys. So I was just going to get the paper, but the more I looked at the paper, it was so geared towards sports, and I'm just not that person. I thought, well, maybe usually on the back side, they usually have like a different option for those that want to use it for other than what it was intended for. But there really wasn't a lot on the opposite side, so I decided for the first time ever not to buy every pack of paper. There are 2 packs of paper I did not get. The other suite collection is darker. It's more flowers, and I just decided, you know, if I had a choice between several of these, which one would I pick? And it was the one that I just showed you guys. So that was my personal favorite. But anyway, with the soccer stuff, I did see these. These are called Wonderful Stars Puffy Stickers. And being that they are in black and white, I felt that these have a possibility to be used outside of obviously sports, right? I'm seeing them being used for other things as an embellishment on my cards. And the cool thing is we can use our Stampin' Blends markers to color these. So we could have this go with a lot of different stuff. If you want stars in general, whether it's a congratulations card or you did it, something like that, maybe even retirement, I don't know. But anyway, nonetheless, I thought that these were kind of cool, and they just kept speaking to me, and I was like, Dawn, just go ahead and order the puffy stars. So I did. The other thing that I did grab, and I think that this is the last one. Yeah, looks like this is the last item, is Cutest Crew. This is adorable. So whether you like birds, dogs, cats, I just think that this is pretty cool. And I love the dies. So I'm going to show you those in a minute. But anyway, I'm going to give you guys a close-up here of the artwork on these stamps. Oh my goodness sakes. They're just so cute. And this here, look at these little birdie prints. I mean, how adorable is that, right? I can't wait to see what everybody does with this. And then here are the dies. So I wanted to show you. Look at this die. So you can make little paw prints. Isn't that precious? I love it. This is kind of generic, which is cool because I could see this being used on other projects other than. And then, of course, with these images here, we have the dies that will match up and cut these out along with the birdies as well right here. But then look at these. This is what I was really excited about because I didn't really notice this when I ordered it online. These little dies. Look how detailed they are. Oh my goodness. Like how fun. In fact, let me turn it this way. That would be probably easier for you guys to see. Check out this little birdie. So when you cut it out, it's going to also make that, how do I want to put it? The impression, the embossing of the shape and the face, the facial features, all of that as you cut it. So you can have all these little critters. I mean, how cute is that, right? I love it. And here's the little kitty cats. Whoops, let's put, so he's right side up, kind of. There we go. An upside down dog. That's not good. There we go. But anyway, so this was my new loot of product. I do have, like I said, a couple of other things that will be arriving. I did not expedite them because I figured if I didn't expedite them the first time, I'm not going to do it now. I can wait on those things because I have enough to play with immediately. But anyway, guys, thanks for hopping on tonight and joining me. I hope that you enjoyed that little sneak peek of goodies. And just a reminder, once again, let me get this back out. The Stamp Positioner is something that you can grab up if you purchase a starter kit starting February 3rd through March the 2nd. And that's coming up just around the corner. So as you see these things popping up, get it springy, popping up, ha ha ha. There's springs in the little feeties. I was trying to be clever. Anyway, as you see this pop up and you're wondering how can I get that, purchase a starter kit. Now, if you're already a demonstrator, you can grab it right now. The starter kit, for those that are not demonstrators, you'll be able to get this free in your kit. It's a $49 value, you guys. I think that's amazing. But anyway, if you have any questions, make sure to holler. Thanks again for joining me. And I will see you on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time for Sunday Crafternoon with Dawn. Take care. Bye-bye.